Be afraid of us, for we are the knock on your door when you're home alone. We are the noise you hear in the middle of the night. We are the ones standing at the foot of your bed, watching you sleep. Be afraid, for we are all these things, and we are positively fiendish.
I'm more of a dog person. Dogs love you no matter what, you know? You can yell at them, shove them, slap them in the face when my shirts aren't folded. I mean, I don't know what I mean. Dogs. Men are dogs. Woo, woo. D-A-W-G-S. Doesn't matter how you spell it. It means the same. All we want is good food, cold beer, clean shirts, the occasional jiffy stiffy, and we're happy. Simple, huh? That's why they call it the dog's life. TV, sex, and food. And Teresa was a Krispy Kreme donut in the sack. Her hot now light was always on. You know sex is good when you're sweatier than a truckload of Teamsters afterward. So you'd think I have nothing to bitch about, right? Her name was Puddy. Teresa took it in off the street or rescued it from a shelter. I don't know. One day it was just here. Solid black fur except for the tips of its ears, which were wider than my ass, and weird blue eyes the color of the ribbon on a can of Pabst beer. It was the thinnest damn cat I'd ever seen. You could see its ribs through the fur as it walked. Can't say the same about me. Teresa was a damn fine cook, and after bumping Fuzzies, I was always hungry, and she was just as big a whore in the kitchen as she was in the bedroom. Tacos, burritos, empanadas, quesadillas. I would throttle my Aunt Tilly for Teresa's guacamole. But as my gut grew, our humping shrank. Whenever I came at Teresa ready to rumble, she'd put me off with a headache, or she was too tired, or she was on her period. And then she'd slide a plate of carnitas at me, and I'd happily shovel it into my pie hole. When I was 13, my dad told me the thumb was good for only two things. You could stick it up your ass like a dumb fuck, or you could keep your bitch under it. Keep your woman in line, he'd say. Don't be a pussy. As time went on, Teresa started slacking off. Dinner would be late, the bed wasn't made, or we'd be out of beer. So what was good for the thumb must be good for the belt, I decided, and I'd double up that sucker and give Teresa a few good whacks across the back of the legs or on her perky ass, just to keep her in line, you know? Except it didn't work. But the litter box, well, that she kept clean. That damned Puddy. It was always fed on time. Brushed, petted, nails kept trimmed. I'd ask her who her boyfriend was, me or the damn cat. Our sex life died. 0. Nothing. I slept on the couch while Teresa took over the bedroom. I wondered if she was cheating on me. It was around then that I noticed Teresa was buying a lot of tuna. I'd find a bunch of empty cans in the trash, but neither one of us ate fish, so I guessed that she was screwing some vegan guy behind my back. And I made up my mind to find out. I left work early the next day and slipped into the house through the back door. The bedroom door was closed, but she was moaning and gasping and saying all kinds of things, dirty things she'd never said with me. Someone was torching her kindling, but good. I was furious. I was snorting like a bull and smashed the door open with a shoulder. I couldn't believe what I saw. Teresa lay on the bed, skirt hiked above her waist, panties twisted around one ankle, an open can of tuna nudging her hip, and the cat, that damned cat, backed up between her knees, hissing at me. I stumbled to the bed. She screamed. My hands closed off her throat. Her fist beat against my face, but I couldn't feel anything. And soon, there wasn't anything to feel. Her hands fell away and she was still. Dead as a door knocker. I jumped in the shower, scrubbing myself, then closed the door to the bedroom and walked naked into the kitchen for a beer. Teresa didn't like me to walk around naked, but she wouldn't be complaining anymore. The beer felt cold and wet and smooth in my hand. It was a good feeling. And suddenly my right leg collapsed underneath me. My body hit the floor with a thud. I tried to push myself back up, but my right arm wouldn't obey. My left leg kicked out, slamming the refrigerator door shut, and then everything went dead. I couldn't move. My tongue just laid in my mouth, lifeless, unable to make any coherent words. Hours went by. Shadows stretched up the kitchen wall and got darker. And then I saw her, Puddy. She was sitting on the floor about 5 feet away from me, watching me, studying me, those big blue eyes scanning me from head to toe. I don't know how long I'd been asleep. The shadows had climbed up the kitchen wall at least twice, so what, a couple of days? My crotch felt cold and wet. I'd peed myself several times, and the smell of urine was in my nose. It was worse than a cat box. There was a bad taste in my mouth, like I'd been sucking on pennies. And my gut was smeared with blood. I must have hit the kitchen counter when I fell and cut myself open. It hurt. I mean, I knew this wasn't a heart attack, but what? I was always an active person. Until I packed on the pounds. Damn bitch and her food. I had to wring her neck. Oh. I'd lost track of how many times the shadows had climbed up the kitchen wall as I drifted in and out of consciousness. Puddy would meow at me to feed her, like I could do shit about it. Teresa had to be stinking up the bedroom by now, but with the door closed, no one could smell anything. Except Puddy, who I could hear meowing and scratching at it, frantically trying to get in. It's getting dark again. Another night. And all I can do is lay here. Just lay here like a bag of meat. You know? Something just occurred to me. I might die. I might actually die here, naked, covered in dry blood and piss on my dirty kitchen floor. Oh, that hurts. Stop it. Stop it, God damn it! That's what I meant to say anyway. I hadn't peed for several days. My body couldn't spare any moisture. Ow! What the hell? What is that? Oh shit! It's Puddy! She's next to me, licking the cut I'd gotten when I fell. I feel her tongue darting inside the wound. Her nose pushes inside of me, and those needle teeth bite and pull at the fatty meat of my gut. I'm being eaten! Eaten alive! Puddy growls and works her way deeper into the gash, pulling and tearing at my flesh. Oh God! Her entire head is inside me and those teeth just keep gnawing away! I manage one tear. One little tear. That's all the water my body can spare. Ah! I shout, and her nails scratch against the linoleum as she bolts away, a string of flesh hanging from her mouth. My flesh! Someone, please come. Please come and save me! I don't care if they find Teresa's body. I don't care if I go to jail! I'll eat dirt. I'll drink piss. I'll shit in my father's lap if someone will just sit me up. I just want to sit up! Please! I just want to sit up! It hurts. It hurts all the time now. It's been exactly a day and a half. I can tell by the shadows on the wall. I have them memorized. Puddy hasn't come back. She's out there, waiting for me to close my eyes. Her purr rolls out of the darkness, soft and low. Reminds me of Teresa. We would cuddle at night. I miss her. How long can a person live without food? Without water? Could I live several more days? Another week? I want to die. I want to die now. If Puddy comes back, it's her dinner time, and opens an artery, I'll die. I'll bleed to death. And it'll be painless. Except for the teeth, those little white needles chewing my body to bits. My fingers tap the floor, the only part I can move, calling her, tempting her. Please come, Puddy. Please. End me. And then I see them. 2 white triangles, the tips of her ears, moving closer through the black, through the dark. And then those blue eyes and that pink tongue. Please, Puddy, it's dinner time. Here, kitty kitty.